Alright everybody, what's going on? It's Thundershot, and welcome to some Dragon Ball Xenoverse English beta gameplay. Now, for those of you who don't know, it was surprising to me myself. I literally didn't even have time to make a video on it. That's how you weren't informed, because I legitimately couldn't inform you. So, for those of you who don't know, yesterday, from about, I'm gonna guess, 10 a.m.-ish, my time, give or take an hour or two, maybe a little earlier. I live in Central Time in the United States, but 10 a.m.-ish, maybe a little sooner. The EU beta randomly went live. This was news to literally everyone. I don't think anyone expected this, but the European beta actually went live for what I'm going to call a little mini network test, just a small stress test to see where they're at, perhaps. But the EU beta went live. Now, I was lucky enough to have a subscriber, forgive me, I'll leave your name in the comment section down below. I don't have it off the top of my head, but I had a subscriber give me a beta code. I then used that beta code to download the EU beta, game share it with Rhyme Style, and then I spent the next 4 hours of my time trying to get my recording to work because it wasn't cooperating at all for some reason. Anyways, I finally got it to work, and I got to play the EU beta for about an hour and 45 minutes, give or take a little bit, before, by the way, that was Yamcha's move called Fake Death. He has a move called Fake Death, where he just pretends to die, because it's Yamcha. I don't know, but that was funny to me. Anyways, when I downloaded the code, I game shared it with Rhyme Style, so Rhyme Style could get in on it for a little while too. And we played together, but like I said, I only got to play for an hour and 45 minutes, then it closed. Now, the reason I'm calling it a mini test because it opened in the morning, about 10 a.m.-ish my time, again, give or take. I don't know exactly when it opened up. And then it closed at midnight-ish, 12:30 a.m. maybe. Somewhere in there. So it wasn't open for very long, and it wasn't open when it was scheduled to be open. So what I'm willing to bet is that they just did a small little stress test to see if they were going to be able to handle. I think what they were doing is they were trying to make sure they weren't going to have the Japan beta all over again. Now that I think about it, I think they were trying to see just how their servers would stand up to everyone, just how exactly they were going to be able to hold people, so that way they wouldn't have the problem that the Japan servers had, where they had to be down for the first 5 hours. That way they could get worked on. So, and the beta still might come back up very soon. I'm not sure yet. Sorry, I'm in a flash flood warning, but I live on the second floor, so I don't care. Anyways, no, the beta might still come back up, but as of now, the beta's been down for almost, it hasn't quite been 24 hours. It's been well over 12 hours the beta's been down. So I don't think they're just performing maintenance. I think they're legitimately stopping the beta until it's actually supposed to start back up. The EU beta, that is. For those of you who don't know, I never made a video on the EU beta because I was out of town at the time the news broke. But the EU beta was something you could apply for. If you had an EU, you had to have an EU PSN. You would get this email, and then with the email, you sign up with your email for your PSN. Then with your PSN email, I'm being really confusing, I'm sorry. With your PSN email, you sign up. If you are picked as a winner, they don't pick everyone. If you were picked as a winner, they sent you a code. And again, you had to be an EU. That's what this was so important, because a lot of people, including myself, thought you could sign up with your NA account PSN, and you would still be entered to give you a code, and that's not the case. It was region locked in that regard. So if you were in EU, or you signed up with an EU PSN with your email, you get entered to the lottery. If you win, they give you a code. The code is specific, so you can download it. However, once you download it once, you can game share with one other person. And like I said, I was lucky enough that a subscriber was cool enough to give me a code so I could game share with Rhyme Style, so we both got in. Omega, I feel bad. So Omega got his code, and then he downloaded it, but pretty much as soon as he downloaded it, the servers went offline, and they haven't been online since. So I feel bad for the guy, but at least he has it installed now. Anyways, so like I said, I got it from a subscriber. I game shared it. If you don't get a code and you don't have anyone from EU who will game share with you, you're pretty much SOL for the EU beta. But the EU beta and NA beta were supposed to go live at the same time, so it was just a surprise to everyone that the EU beta went live. So I did get to get some awesome English gameplay. I got to see what a couple of the names are. As you can see here, I'm playing with Rhyme Style and Anime Games Online. We were a 3-man wrecking crew there for a while. But we just got to do some English beta stuff. Now, I wish I would have got to play it more. I wish I would have been able to play it for 5 hours like I wanted to, but my recording took me so long to figure out. It just didn't want to cooperate, and that sucks. But today's the 2nd. On the 3rd, we should be getting the NA code, and when we get the NA code, I will drop that to you guys, so that way you can enter it in on your PSNs, get your PSN Xenoverse code downloaded. Again, it will be tomorrow morning, I hope. The NA code will drop. I'll post it on Twitter. Link to my Twitter will be in the description. I'll put it up on Facebook as soon as I know, and then I'll make a video as quickly as I can to get you guys announced what the code is and how it's going to work. And then you guys, the first 20,000 enter it, will be able, in NA, obviously you have to have an NA PSN account at least. First 20,000 enter it, we'll get the code download. You can game share with one other person if you so choose. And aside from that, the NA beta should be up on the 4th, and that's when we're guessing the EU beta will go back up as well. So for me, I'm kind of torn because I already have like a level 3 or 4 character on the EU beta, but the NA beta is going to be here. I'm probably going to be able to connect to the NA beta a little bit better, but I'll have to start my character over again. So I'm a little torn, but I think I might go with the NA beta when it comes out. But yeah, I think other than that, that's about everything I wanted to get to. Other than being able to see the words in English, I didn't need to go in depth very much because, like I said, I only had an hour 45 to play with this. But we can see some of the names and moves now, which is good. I was able to figure everything out a whole lot easier. Of course, with it not being in Japanese, I kind of understand capsules a little bit better and how they work and stuff like that. Also, you're going to see this fight end with me and it's Rhymestyle. Me and Rhymestyle hit this cool, I think it's a Gallic Gun special beam cannon combo to finish this fight off when we take out Piccolo here. But I think it's about all I had. Someone who did get to play it a lot. If you're wondering about like all the technical stuff, if you have a lot of questions, well, did the customization change? Nothing between the Japanese and the English beta changed like at all, except for obviously stuff went from Japanese to English. But you can still only be Saiyans and Namekians. You can still only be the same customization options are all that's there. So nothing at all changed. There's not a whole lot of new news to report except of what we know in English now. But if you're interested in all that technical stuff, I'm going to leave a link to Anime Games Online's channel where he has a bunch of he goes through every menu and every pose and every possible saying that you can say in English and all that stuff. He goes through all the menus and stuff like that so you guys get a real technical look at what exactly everything says and what everything is. I'll leave a link to his channel in the description down below, but like I said, he breaks down all the menus and stuff, just a bunch of stuff that we didn't understand in Japanese, you can get a good look at in English, because although I wasn't able to, he did go through and got a good look at everything. I'm talking over black screen now, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. Anyways, I want to thank you guys for coming out today. I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like if you liked the video. I would like to stream Xenoverse today, but like I said, the beta's up, so I can't. I had planned on it, but I can't stream it anymore because the beta's gone. However, if you're watching this on the 2nd, I might be live streaming Shadow of Mordor right now. If I am, you will see a big link in the top of the description down below. It'll say I'm live streaming right now and then give you the link. Click on that. You can come watch me stream Shadow of Mordor while we kill time hoping Xenoverse comes back. Anyways, that's going to do it for me. I want to thank you guys for coming out. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you guys enjoyed. I'm Thundershot, and I'm out. Peace, guys.